Good morning from the Virginia Creeper Trail this morning. You see the sun coming up behind me. Beautiful here this morning. A little bit cold last night. Got down to somewhere in the 40s. I got kind of cold toward this morning. I got my fire going for my coffee and oatmeal. Didn't start a fire last night. Didn't want to have to worry about putting it out this morning. Besides that, I was just too tired. There's my camping arrangements for last night. Can't really see the river from here. It's across there a little bit. I mean, I can see it, but I'm sure the camera's not going to pick it up. All right, I'm going to have a little breakfast, coffee, oatmeal, pack up, and we'll head up to Droop Tunnel and take a look at that. Like I said last night, these are the outhouses or restrooms for the rail trail. For the Greenbrier Rail Trail. They are really handicap accessible. Yeah, if you can see in there, you've got a wide base, and it's got something to give you traction on the floor. And you could easily roll a wheelchair up in there. I can't imagine somebody in a wheelchair out here doing this, but you could, I guess, if you felt inclined. But definitely bring your own toilet paper. As you can see, sometimes you find some, sometimes you don't. But I give them a high mark for trying to cater to handicapped people. It's a real heavy metal door, and it does lock. All right, we'll be heading on to Droop Tunnel now. There's a campground that was about 40 yards away from where I stayed last night. Beautiful. See the Greenbrier River along my right hand side. Really beautiful. This whole area is beautiful. Still a little bit chilly this morning. I didn't leave camp until 10:30. I'm really slow in the mornings, and I wanted to let the sun dry everything off and let it warm up some before I headed out. But I'm mainly just slow. All the aches and pains and everything that go along with it. The squirrels were not happy that I was in camp this morning. They were really barking at me, screeching, whatever you want to call it, dropping acorns on my head. They weren't happy, but it was sure fun to watch them. Mile marker 29. About a mile and a half from the tunnel. I had a nice big cup of coffee this morning and a big bowl of oatmeal and a fruit cup. I feel like I'm really accomplishing something. Another view of the Greenbrier River. I don't know if you can hear the crows behind me or not, but they've been very active today too. I don't think they're real happy that I'm out here either. Especially since I didn't leave them any food. They have bear-proof trash cans at the campsite, and I throw everything in there that is waste. I hang a bear bag at night with all my food and also my toiletries, because it puts off, toothpaste in particular, will put off a sweet smell and attract animals. And when you brush your teeth and such, you want to do that away from your campsite. You don't want to encourage animals to come into your campsite. Another house up here on the right, and one of the whistle markers, so I assume it's a crossing up here somewhere. That's a beautiful cabin down there, right on the river. Nice yard. Looks like there's some type of parking space up here. Oh yeah. Well, maybe that's their... Nope, it's another house. Nice garden. I'm sure that the river does come up and flood this. this area. People, there's a lot to see out on this trail. Just because you're handicapped or suffer from any type of disability, or even if you're a little older, doesn't mean you can't get out here and enjoy it. You just have to plan a little more. And this particular trip, I parked in between places that I want to go, rather than just parking in one spot and trying to bike for 50 miles. It takes me forever to do it, so I would rather park and bike 10 miles out and back. Oh, they've got a Great Pyrenees down there. They have livestock. I have livestock. They have horses. I don't know if we can get a view of the... No, the trees are too thick. But it's much easier to do something like that. You know, travel a shorter distance, and you'll have your vehicle. Here's the crossing. Get to those houses, and you'll have your vehicle as a safety net. This looks like another parking area. No, it's a crossing. Well, it's a parking area too. These are what the rural parking areas look like. This is Horrock. I guess that's how you say it. And here's the parking area, and somebody's coming now. This wouldn't be too bad. A lot of walnuts on the ground. And there are people around too if you were to get in trouble. This would be perfect for an e-bike. It's perfect for a regular bicycle, but it's perfect for an e-bike. I would not ride this on a skinny, tired mountain bike. I don't think he would be very successful. I mean, a skilled person probably would be fine, but I wouldn't do it. I run 700C by 42 gravel tires on my bike. And I probably wouldn't want to go down, I don't know, 35, 38 millimeter. 700C by 35, 38 millimeter, somewhere in there. You also have to consider the weight you may be carrying. But if you're not camping, you're not going to need to carry all that weight. You need to think about the amount of weight that you do carry, because you have to put forth the energy to pull that along as well. Yeah, that grass will slow you right down. Definitely will not ride a trike. Mile marker 30. I take a lot of breaks. I just don't show them on the camera. And why wouldn't you take a lot of breaks? There's so much out here to see. It's so quiet. But if you have an e-bike, you can really zip along this thing pretty well. With that pedal assist helping you. I don't have an e-bike. I like my Trek Verve. I tend to be stubborn and resist change a lot. I don't really want an e-bike right now. When it gets to the point that I need one, I'll get one. But my doctor has assured me that pedaling and moving my joints will do me a world of good, and it has. My injuries will never be fixed, even with the surgeries. In fact, the surgeries will make them worse. Fusing my ankles, I don't want that. And he encouraged me to get out here and do this. And I can certainly bike easier than I can walk. The things we do when we're young, we pay for when we get to be 60 or 50. And it starts at 40, I think. I still see a lot of tree damage. I'm pretty sure that that's from Helene when it came through. They got spared over here with as far as washing the trail out. But the Virginia Creeper Trail and the New River Trail in Virginia did not get spared. Sections of the New River Trail are still not open. And the whole section of the Virginia Creeper Trail from Damascus all the way up to White Top is still closed. That's half the trail, folks. And I'm not sure when it's going to open again. Trail parking. Interesting. It's a side road that'll get you to that. More houses. Speaking of the Virginia Creeper Trail, I would suggest, if you find me, I'm a new guy to doing YouTube bicycle videos, but one of my big inspirations has been Bicycle Adventures with Bane, B-A-N-E. He's a real neat guy, and he has gone down to the Virginia Creeper Trail and organized a ride. He's organizing another one for 2026, just after Easter. And I'm planning to go down for that. But that helps those people down there. And my hat's off to Bane for doing that for them. If you haven't found him, look him up. Really good guy. Love his drone shots. I don't have a drone. I might get one. With my wife, it has to be baby steps. I don't blame her. Make sure I'm going to continue doing this. But I'd love to have a drone just to play with. Alright, we're coming up on Droop Tunnel. Droop Tunnel was completed in 1900. It's 402 feet long. And it has a curve in the middle of it where you can't see light. So we're going to go in and see what all the hype is about. Should be neat. I have a powerful flashlight here. That's what it looks like. You see the water coming out of the sides of the tunnel. Looks like they built some supports down at the far end and some on this end as well because of the rock that was falling down. Can you imagine coming through here and an old steam locomotive train? That's my other passion, are trains. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. I love engineering, especially Industrial Revolution engineering. In my opinion, that's when the country was really at its greatest. Not that we're not great now, we are, but that started it all. And there's mile marker 31. I'm going to go up a little further. There's a campsite up here that's just beyond this tunnel northbound. I don't know how far it is. I'd have to look. I think I'm going to ride up to it. Man, this looks like a nice area. Uh-oh. That's bear dung on the trail. Haven't seen a bear yet. I have seen a lot of deer. Yesterday morning I had two run up in my campsite and they had a fawn with it. Still had its spots. They were about, I don't know, about 30 feet from me. I couldn't get to a camera. They stopped, looked at me for a little while. Probably about 25 seconds or so. Summed me up, sized me up, and then trotted on up the trail. They were really pretty. Two does and a fawn. get off of the bike to take my brakes, I keep forgetting to put the mic back on. So that's a semblance of a bench, or what it used to be. There's the Greenbrier River after the tunnel. We are heading uphill. I'd say maybe, I'm no engineer, but I know math, and I would guess maybe less than 0.5% up to 1%, depending upon where you are. You really got to admire the workers that built this railroad, all of the rock, all of the dangers that go with it. There are places in the gravel that you could potentially slide into if you got off of the middle of the little track, wheel track, that could throw you. Somebody that handles a bicycle all the time in this type of environment, riding conditions, probably wouldn't have an issue with it. But having disabilities, sometimes we don't act or react as quick as we used to. So you want to be mindful of that. There's some that I'm coming up on now. As long as you stay in the center of the track, not the center of the trail, but the center of the track. You should be fine. Mile marker 32. I will go a little further. And, yep, it's right above mile marker 32. See the bear-proof trash can. And hidden behind that is your tent camping site. Oh. No horses. Oh yeah, that's right on the river. Here's the grade going down to it. I would not recommend this for people with disabilities. See if I can get a better shot. I don't know if you can see, but there's a picnic area. It's really sandy. Doesn't appear to have a slab. Well, not a slab, but I call them a little tent box. Let's see what the campsite name is. It's just above 32. It's at 32.1, and they just consider it trailside, tent camping area, table, and fire ring. There is one just above this one at mile marker 33.7. So you're a little over a mile and a half away from that one. That's also a trailside tent camping area with an Adirondack shelter or tent, and they do have a toilet, but they do not have water. And that's at 33.7. The one we're looking at now is at 32.1. This one I would not recommend for a handicapped person, although I'm sure if you had enough desire you could probably get down there, but I certainly wouldn't want to take the bike down there not loaded, because coming back up that hill will be rather difficult. Alright, I'm going to head back toward Droop Tunnel and explore that some more, because that's really what I wanted to see. I don't believe there's a whole lot between Rennick and Caldwell. I will do that section again, or I haven't done it yet. I'll probably do it in the spring. I know there's a correctional facility, Denmar, I think it's called, correctional facility down that way, and you're not going to have any amenities near that. I'm just very glad that I made the decision to stay where I stayed last night rather than risking biking up here to this particular site. Of course, I could have went on up roughly the other mile and a half, mile and 6/10, whatever it works out to be, and stayed at that one. But I was really happy where I stayed last night. That campsite again was at mile marker 28.5. Another view of the river. All rock. And man, is it beautiful. A little curve to the left, and since I'm going south now, the river is on my left. Again is the bear scat. see the structure they've had to put up to keep rocks from falling in. This is pretty smooth riding in here. You don't want to come in here without lights. There's the placard that tells about the Droop tunnel. If you want to read it, it's really very interesting. You can see them putting in some of the works to keep the rocks from falling down. They did that in 1961. Alright, thank you all for coming along with me on this Greenbrier River Rail Trail excursion. I'm going to end the video here at Droop Tunnel. And I thank you for watching, and I hope that I can be an inspiration to somebody with disabilities or that's getting on up there in age to come on out and bike ride, get yourself some exercise, enjoy nature. You won't regret it. Thank you.